Over 1,000 people dead, and the numbers are quickly rising as the deadliest heat wave on record hits Pakistan. Power outages have only added to the misery. All this during Ramadan, a time many of you know when Muslims do not eat or drink during the daylight hours. Obviously, that has a huge effect on this because you're not eating, you're not getting the nutrients you need during the day. But this goes, much farther beyond that. That's just one little side note I wanted to give out there. But as you can see in this picture here, it's been reported that morgues are literally packed. They are overflowing with bodies. They can't accommodate the amount of people who are dying from this heat wave, and it's terrible.
Well, they're attributing this both to global climate change, as you mentioned, but also Islamabad and Karachi both have major issues with waste management and sanitation. That also plays a key factor in this because the water that they do have, it's not sterile enough for people to use. And unfortunately, these two factors, it's creating the perfect storm where it's killing people. Not only that, but they're an agriculturally based society. So eventually, if they don't have water for crops, we're going to see famine. Which is something that I'm anticipating seeing this come out of a news cycle in coming months if this doesn't stop.
Right. It seems to be escalating much worse. The last deadliest heat wave was in 1991, and that was only 523 people compared to this that died. So this is obviously much worse so far, and we're not even really done with it yet. That's part of the worst part. I said that the morgues were being literally, packed with bodies. They couldn't accommodate them. The hospitals even more so, because most of the people do survive. But 14,000 people have been taken into the hospital so far. That is a lot of people to be all at the hospital at one time. That's nuts. All of this weeks after terrible temperatures hit India. We saw 2,200 people die in India. So this potentially could even be as bad as that, where we could see the number of those dead doubling.
And so North Korea too.
North Korea also.
As I understand, but their state media is saying that, so we can't verify it. But definitely here, which is really troubling in and of itself, and India, and possibly
right.
North Korea.
And you mentioned North Korea. Now they're talking about a drought that could potentially cause huge famine in North Korea, which is a scary thing. North Korea has a history of famine, so that's a scary possibility. But the fact that this happened in India and now it's happening in Pakistan too, it's very scary because it kind of shows us that maybe it's Southeast Asia right now that is perhaps a good indicator of how the world could be in the future. Maybe they're the first ones who are really feeling those hard-hitting repercussions of global warming on such a huge scale like this. So it's very indicative in a lot of ways.
And really sad.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll have to see what happens. Let us know what you guys think about all this by commenting below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the Lip TV for more.